Okay, today we're going to make a two-tone hat. We're going to use the rest of the yarn from before that I just made a previous hat video on, and then some others. So I'm going to show you how to change colors. So again, I really like this Caron Simply Soft. It is medium 4. I really like it, and plus it's an easy pull right from the center. So what I'm going to do is 40 rows of this blue, 40 rows of the variegated blue, and then 40 of this blue again to finish it off so that we can have a two-tone hat. So we're just going to cast on like normal. We go in front of the first black peg, then behind, front, behind, front, behind, front, etc. until everything's threaded. And I'm by no means an expert in this, so if I can do this, oopsie, everyone can do it. Okay. Alright, so after we get to the last one, put it through the guy, and then I like to do the first couple rows by hand. And actually I think I'm going to do 30, 30, 30 instead of 40, 40, 40. Oops. See, I already messed up. It missed it, so at this point it's just easier to start over because I was only a couple rows in. Okay, so just take it out of the casting block and we'll start on all over. Right, this machine can go forward and backwards, so you just need to go back to that black. Okay, that first original black. I have a knot here. Let's see if I can pull it up. Yep, pulled it out. So what I'm going to do is reset my counter to 0 and start again. So probably what happened is I wasn't keeping my tension. Okay, so forward, behind. You do have to try to keep tension on it. Not a ton, but a nice steady, kind of like how you brush your teeth. Maybe that tension, not super hard or else your gums would bleed, but enough that the yarn knows that you're there. Okay, so I'm going to pull it tight right there too. I think that was partially my problem before too. Alright, yep, just on the first tail. So, looks like we're good now. So like I said, I think I'm going to do 30, 30, 30. I do have the kranki adapter, so after I stop hitting my camera, I'm just going to put it on there, and don't go too fast or else you'll drop stitches, okay? This is saves your shoulder. Okay. So that's about as fast as I'd want to go. And changing colors is really easy. And then what's cool is this will have the hat brim will be one color, the hat itself, and then the fender is the only word I can think of, but the band will be the variegated color, and it should be pretty cool, pretty cool. Because we're going to go to 30, right now we're at 13 rows, 14. So just kind of guide it with your hand, and it is underneath this little holder right there. You can see keeping my tension is going to give it a nice overall look. If it gets too loose, you'll drop stitches. Too tight, you can potentially break teeth. You don't want that. You know, and I'm going to want about 110, 120, so I'm going to do 40, 40, 40. This is why I have to write things down, because I forget. But for a normal just single layer hat, you want about 55 rows. So since we're doubling it, that gives you about 110. 40 plus 40 is 80, plus 40 is 120, so it'll be a little bit longer, but it'll be pretty. We'll see if we have enough to do that. And one thing to know is with using the cranky adapter, I'm not going full out. So if you do, you can tend to break gears maybe on the machine because, you know, it's the torque and torsion. But in 4 rows when I stop, I'll show you something. This is an adjustable drill, and so I'll show you what I do to make sure that I don't mess with it. Okay, so that's 39. I'm going to slow down. I get to the black, and that's going to be where it clicks over to 40. But you see how it has a tension here? So if I'm holding this, see how it won't go? So that's where I keep it, so that I make sure that I don't accidentally strip my gears. I keep it at about 1.5, 2. And then I don't go full blast. This also has like super fast or slower. And so I keep it on the slow and with a lower tension so that it doesn't, you know, have a problem. All right, so what I'm gonna do to change is you just cut off the one and lay it on the inside. Okay, and then I have an old clothesline here that I pop it up and over. And then the new one, you just put in there and then make sure that it goes under that black. And then you are gonna crank it a little bit. And then you're gonna wanna do a double knot tie. Not super tight, again, but just enough that it's not going to come off, okay? And remember, this is going to be a double layered hat, and so that'll be hidden in the middle. So then this is at 40 rolls, so 40 plus 40 is going to get me to 80. Okay. See how tension's a little bit, so it's definitely, I think I'm holding it a little different. This is kind of a safeguard so that I don't break my Addi, because as you know, they're not inexpensive, so you kind of keep it as working as long as you can. This is fun, and I love being able to do outreach projects, and I'm going to be making hats for my family members for Christmas, and that's actually one of the reasons why I got this nicer, simple soft yarn, because it feels so nice, and I'm going to make my husband an Afghan, because you can do flat panels on the Addi too. I haven't quite figured out how to master that one yet, but when I do, I'll show you guys. So we're at 60 rows, which is 20 of the variegated. So we have about 20 more to do, and then we'll go back to blue, and then I'll finish it off in blue. Like 66 rows. 67, and I'll show you. I did this on the other one too, just to kind of give it its own weight. I like to kind of fold it on itself. Right? Then it helps keep the tension nice too. Some people put weights on it. They use fishing lures and fishing hooks. I just haven't done that yet. I think I might run out of yarn here. So I missed one right here. So let's see what we can do to fix this. I want to pull him up, then string him, and then put him on the little hook. And I think that should fix it pretty good. We'll see. Like I said, I'm still learning. So we'll see what happens. He needs to pop up and over. Yep, I fixed it. So there's going to be one missed stitch, but at least it won't run. And that'll be hiding on the inside. Alright, and I ran out of yarn, and we're at 76, so I could either get a new one out, or just go to the other blue color and shorten the whole thing by, what would it be, like 2 rows, so I'd go to 118, 116, so I think I'm going to do that, because I don't feel like opening a whole nother thing right now. So all this is adaptable. So what we're going to do is this piece is underneath that hook on the white one, so that's good. So we're just going to rethread the new guy, go on this side, and then do a couple cranks, and then we're going to tie him together. So like I said, we got 36 rows, so we're just going to shorten the other side by a couple rows, and we should be good. Happy little accidents. God bless. Check, yeah, that I just didn't. If you lose a stitch, it'll run down. It's kind of cool to watch, but I cry tears. Not really, but it's sad because it looks so pretty, and then you miss one stitch and it unravels, kind of like running your stockings. So we're at 84 rows. I just fold it up and under. Alright, go to 118. This looks so pretty. So at row 91. Now the fun thing about this drill is it's battery packed, but I have 2 batteries with it, so I always have one charging. But it does hurt your wrist a little bit from holding it at a weird angle, but saves your shoulder. So I just kind of mix it up a little bit. There's row 100, so we're going to go to 116. And again, if I'm off by a row or two, it's not going to be the end of the world. Especially since we have matching colors. It'll just look like I planned it that way. Row 4. I'll roll this up one more time. Okay. And so when I use the Addi, it doesn't go any faster than I would do hand cranking. Really. This is the Addi, I meant the kranki. And what I really like is, like I said, my drill has that pressure stop, so I won't strip my bearings, and also it doesn't have pressure on the actual wheel. It's just, it fits over just because of size, and so I won't crush any of the plastic or make it brittle or anything like that. So I really like the kranki. I think it was like either 40 or 60 bucks, maybe 60 bucks from England. But definitely worth it. I can crank out a lot of packs. Oops, there's 116. So there's 117. We'll stop right there. Like I said, I'm not all about exact science. I'm a scientist, so one would think that I would be, but you know. So what I'm going to do is pull out, I don't know, about that much yarn. Flip it. Then Addi comes with a nice red tilted needle, but I think it's downstairs. Oh, my cat wants to go to bed. You can hear her in the background. Hey, Sophie. So we're just going to put a quick little knot in there. Okay. Alright. And just tuck it all in the middle. Alright, and then what we're going to do is just, as the stitches come out, we're going to pop it on the needle. This is going to be the cast off, and we're going to just do a drawstring. Okay. I just put my other finger there to make sure I didn't pull it off of that guy. I don't pull very tight, but I just wanted to be careful because that frustrates me too when you drop a stitch at the end and then you have to try to recreate it and it's like, no. But I would love to see some of your guys' projects. I learned how to do all this by watching these Addi videos, and there are some amazing designers out there. And believe me, I have a great mind, but I can't quite figure out how to do this stuff yet. But like I said, I've only had this for about 2 or 3 weeks. You can see my cat probably down there. Yeah, this is my little messy part of my house, my craft area. So she likes to explore. Her name's Sophie. She's funny. She tells me when it's bedtime at 9 o'clock. Oops. So I'm going to try to grab that stitch before it runs away on me. I got it. So like I said, just kind of be careful so that you don't have a runner. Sophie, what are you doing? So maybe the next one I'll do is a headband. That one's kind of fun. Yep. And so there's a right side or a wrong side. So basically the knitting or the purl. So the purl is on the inside where the knit is on the outside. So we'll show you that. And we usually put the knit facing the outside because it looks more polished. Right. Alright, so that's that. So since I tucked my hat, it's going to be like that. So what I want is the little fold over brim to be in that fun color. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close up this end first. Okay. And all you're going to do is just pull it just like that. And I'm going to borrow this needle. Alright. Just thread it through. And then I watched a video and she said do north, south, east, west, and that was kind of cool. So south to north, okay, and then pull through, and then we're going to do east to west. Make sure that the insides are all inside. That one tried to get a little inverted. Okay, east to west, and then pull nice and tight, and then we'll do a locking one. I go through again, and then we're going to do a double wrap to have a lock stitch. Right, so he's locked. And I'm going to leave that tail long because I'm going to thread him through and grab him from the side. So I'm going to grab my crochet hook, go up here, pull through, just pull that through. So now he's on this side, so that when I finish off this end, I can just pull him right through. So then we're folding it over, right? So just make sure that that's all tucked in, nice and pretty. Okay, like that. So right here, we're putting the two sides together. So do a couple knots, and then flip it around so that you do it the other way so it doesn't slip out. And then we're going to do that north, south, east, west thing again. Okay. We'll cut him so he's not quite so long. But pretty much your hat's done. So we are at 22 minutes. 23 almost. So just south to north. I want to make sure that I'm going through all 4 layers of hat. Okay, so just kind of feel. Alright. Then east to west. And I know it looks like I'm going really deep, but I just like to make sure that it's super secure because these hats are probably going to be going to kids and they like to rip on things. Alright, so that was north, south, east, west, and then I'm going to tie it off. Okay, do a double one there, and then reverse it again, and then just hide your tails. Okay, so take your hook, go up as close as you can get, take your tails, go through, and we're just going to, I think I might have gone a little, I went through a knot there. So if that one doesn't work, just go to one that does work. Okay. Striking out, guys. Ideally, it should have just gone all through there, but you know, it makes mistakes too. So what we can do is go back up and re-grab it out of that hole and pull it back in and hide it all, cut off the rest, whatever you want. Okay. But basically, that is your hat. Okay. Pull those strings down in. Oh, still can see that. Hold on. There it goes. Alright. So now we should have a hat that has a different colored brim. Right? So there you go. And it is reversible, but it's the same both ways. Okay, so it looks like I got a little iffy there on the thread, so we'll just tuck that one underneath. But there's your hat. Okay, double layer with 2 different colors. I hope you like it. Thanks. Bye-bye.